everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am asked quite a bit how I achieve my eyebrow look. I gotta say though, I can't take 100% credit for my eyebrows because I do have the most amazing eyebrow lady in the world. Shout out to Annie at Annie Threading. She took my eyebrows from being like super lopsided, I always looked like I was very curious, to looking amazing. So thank you so much, Annie. But I'm gonna show you guys what products I use and how I fill in my eyebrows and achieve that eyebrow look that you guys are asking about. So I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz today. I'm trying to like move around so it focuses on this. There we go. The Brow Wiz is basically like my ride or die. Ever since I discovered this, I cannot live without it. And I'm also going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the wand. This is just a sample size. I got these two together at Sephora and I'm a huge believer in this. I used to love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. Like that was, I would always use it. And looking back at those pictures, my eyebrows looked so blocky. But the reason I actually stopped using it is because the formula is so thick that it actually started clogging my hair follicles and clogging my pores and making my eyebrow hair fall out because it was suffocating. So I stopped using that and I started sticking to the pencil. And actually for a while I wasn't even using a pencil. I was just filling in my eyebrows with a little bit of brown eyeshadow because I had clogged my hair follicles so badly. So now I go in with a little bit of this at the very end, but we will get to that and we'll talk about it then. So let me show you guys exactly how I do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can have a good look. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna line it up with my nose. Right here is where your eyebrow should start. So I'm gonna do a little mark with the Brow Wiz, like this, just very faint. And then on the other side. So now I know, like nobody's eyebrows are perfect. So now I know the hair needs to start here on this eyebrow and this one is perfect where it starts. So then from this point, I'm just gonna kind of twist my pencil to a 45-degree angle. I think that's 45 degrees. If it's not, don't call me out. And that's exactly where your arch should start. So if you're tweezing your eyebrows, whatever, just know that this is where your arch should start. That's what looks natural to your face. So I don't really need to make a mark there because my arch starts exactly where it should. So now that you know where it starts and where it should arch up, you should be good. I don't really pay attention to the tail because I always draw my tail out. I always go in with the spoolie side. Always have a spoolie when you're doing your eyebrows. Usually most eyebrow pencils should have a spoolie on the end. If it doesn't, then use an old mascara wand, wash it really good so that there's no product on it, and use that. So I'm just gonna start brushing my eyebrow hair upwards. I find that once I start brushing it, that really shows the definition of my eyebrows and it shows the natural shape. And it's just kind of easier to fill in. Next step, I'm gonna start shaping it. So when you're shaping your eyebrows, never start at the very front. That's where you kind of want it to fade. You want it to be strongest near the middle and end, and you want it to be lightest at the front because that's what's gonna look most natural. So I always start right at the arch, and I just start drawing a line right underneath the arch. Just kind of defining it, shaping it, and then I'll take that line all the way to the tail. I like to take my tail out a little bit because I feel like I overplucked my eyebrows over here and it doesn't really grow that well. So I always just kind of fill that in. So once you have that bottom part filled in, I'll go to the top, again starting at the middle and just kind of lightly going over that arch. You don't want it to be too heavy, you don't want it to be too defined, you want it to look as natural as possible. And once that's defined, I'm gonna start lightly filling it in, just in small strokes, kind of like your hairs, just little small strokes all the way to the tail. Once that's defined, we're gonna go to the front. So, I just start extremely lightly filling it in, just like I did at the tail. If you're heavy-handed like I am, this is going to take a lot of practice. Just light, quick strokes. Now that I know that's where my eyebrow, where I want it to start, and that's where I want the fade to be, I'll go in with upward strokes of my brow definer or whatever product you're using. This is kind of mimicking the direction my hair is already going in and just kind of blending in with the rest of my eyebrow. And again, nobody has two perfectly matching eyebrows. Everybody's eyebrows are a little off. So when you're filling it in, don't feel bad if you have to put a little more in one area than you do another. So now I'll do the exact same thing to the other side, starting right at the arch. When you're sitting really close to your mirror, you're not really going to be able to see if your eyebrows are even. Stand back a few feet from your mirror. I have my mirror right in front of me, right here. And then you can kind of see if your eyebrows are lopsided. So this one's slightly higher than this one, so I'm just going to kind of fill it in right here. And then that way you see what other people are seeing, because people are not usually standing as close to you as you are to the mirror. So if it is a little lopsided and you stand back, you'll be able to tell a little better. So right now my eyebrows are looking a little thick. So I'm gonna take that spoolie side, and unlike when I filled in my eyebrows, when I started in the middle, I'm actually gonna start right at the front. And I'm once again just gonna brush upwards. This is gonna blend everything in. It's gonna make it look not as intense. And that's why I start right at the front, because I want the front to be the softest area in terms of the color. And if you get a little bit on your skin, like I just did, no big deal, just wipe it away. You could go in with a little bit of concealer afterwards and just kind of shape your eyebrows if you want. So now that my eyebrows are filled in and shaped, I'm gonna go in with that Dip Brow Pomade. What is this even called? Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I know it's the pomade, but it's in like a little dip brow wand, I don't know. But they do sell it in Sephora, and I'll link it down below. So because this is such a thick formula, I'm once again gonna start in the middle. I don't want too much of that color right at the front. And then with whatever is left on my wand, I'm just gonna bring that to the front. And that's it for my quick eyebrow tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every single week. And let me know what your favorite eyebrow products are. I mean, these are my ride or dies, but I'm always looking to hear about more affordable options, drugstore options. You know I'm all about that life. So anyways, I look forward to speaking to you all. And until next week, I'll see you guys later.